Hi friends, you are tuned with an educational YouTube channel, the channel you can believe in for learning. Today, we are about to learn a story which is written in the form of a poem titled The Plate of Gold. The poem was composed by James Henry Lee Hunt. Without killing our time, let's start the poem. Look at the first three lines. One day, there fell in great Benares temple court a wondrous plate of gold, whereon these words were read, "To him who loveth best, a gift from heaven." One day, a plate of gold fell into the great temple court of Benares, and on that golden plate, the words were written that it is a gift from heaven for him who loves the best. एके दिवशी स्वर्गातून पडली एक सुवर्ण थाळी महान बनारसमधील मंदिराच्या आवारात आणि लिहिलेलं होतं त्यावर, ही सुवर्ण थाळी स्वर्गाची भेट असेल त्या व्यक्तीसाठी जो मानव जातीवर प्रेम करतो सर्वात जास्त. Look at the next lines. Thereat the priest made proclamation at the meteor. Each day let those assemble who for virtue deem their right to heaven's gift the best, and we will hear the deeds of mercy done, and so adjudge. The priest saw the plate and they made a public statement. The statement was that all those who were just adequate to claim the golden plate should be assembled at midday each day. The priest would listen all the mercy deeds done by them. Considering their mercy deeds, the winners will be declared. मंदिरातील पुजाऱ्यांनी बघितली ती सोन्याची प्लेट आणि त्यावर लिहिलेली अक्षरे आणि दिली दवंडी गावामध्ये की जे असतील सदाचारी, ज्यांच्या मनात असेल दया मानवजातीप्रती, त्यांनी जमायचं आहे मंदिराच्या आवारात प्रत्येक दिवशी दुपारी त्या प्लेटवर आपला दावा सांगण्यासाठी. कारण सर्वात जास्त प्रेम जो करत असेल त्यालाच मिळणार ती स्वर्गातली भेट. पुजारी सर्वांचे सत्कार्य घेतील ऐकून आणि घोषित करतील विजेता. समोरच्या ओळी बघा. The news ran swift as light, and soon from every quarter came nobles and munshis, hermits, scholars, holy men, and all renowned for gracious or for splendid deeds. Meanwhile, the priest in solemn council sat and heard what each had done to merit best the gift of heaven. So far a year claimants came and went. The news of the golden plate spread very fast. It moved as swift as light, and soon people came from every corner. From them, some were munshis, some were nobles, hermits, scholars, holy men, and all famous for their gracious, splendid deeds. Then the priests sat together in all seriousness, because it was far from easy to declare the winner. They heard everyone's deed to decide the most suitable winner for the gift from the heaven. For 1 year, claimants came and went with empty hands. No one was worthy enough for the gift of the heaven. स्वर्गातील सोन्याच्या प्लेटची बातमी पसरली प्रकाशाच्या वेगाने सर्वत्र, आणि ती ऐकून लवकरच प्रत्येक कानाकोपऱ्यातून जमू लागले उच्चकुलीन कारकून, संन्यासी, विद्वान, पवित्र माणसे आणि सुपरिचित व्यक्ती, ज्या होत्या महान आपल्या कार्यासाठी. स्वर्गातील थाळीचा दावेदार निवडणं नव्हतं तसं सोपं काम. म्हणून बसले सर्व पुजारी गंभीर मुद्रेने ऐकायला जमलेल्या लोकांनी किंवा आपला दावा सांगणाऱ्यांनी केलेली महान कार्य. कारण त्यांना निवडायचा होता त्यातून सुयोग्य विजेता त्या स्वर्गातल्या सोन्याच्या प्लेटसाठी. असंच गेलं 1 वर्ष उलटून. प्लेटवर आपला दावा सांगणारे येत राहिले आणि परतत राहिले रिकाम्या हाताने, कारण मानव जातीवर सर्वात जास्त प्रेम करणारा व्यक्ती अजून कोणी भेटला नाही. Next lines. At last, after patient weighing of the worth of all, the priest bestowed the plate of gold on one who seemed the largest lover of the race, whose whole estate within the year had been parted among the poor. This man, all trembling with joy, advanced to take the golden plate, when lo, at his fingers' first touch it changed to basest lead. All stood aghast, but when The hapless Clement dropped it clanging on the floor. Heaven's curtain was again transformed to shining gold. At last, after judging the worth of all claimants, the priest bestowed the plate of gold to a person who seemed them to love human being the most. The person who had been presented the plate had distributed all his wealth among the poor during 1 year. The man went ahead with trembling with joy, and lo, at the first touch of his fingers, the golden plate was turned into cheap lead. Everyone present there shocked. They thought that the plate became of lead for 8 times, but when the unfortunate claimant dropped it clanging to the floor, the gift from the heaven once again transformed to shining gold. आणि शेवटी सर्व दावेदारांची कार्ये मूल्ये तोलून मापून झाल्यानंतर त्यातील एक वाटला त्यांना स्वर्गातील त्या बक्षिसाच्या लायकीचा आणि बहाल केली त्यांनी ती प्लेट एका व्यक्तीला ज्याने दान केली होती आपली सगळी संपत्ती वर्षभरात. आणि सरसावला तो गृहस्थ पुढे ती स्वर्गातील भेट स्वीकारण्यासाठी. थरथरत होता तो उत्साहाने आणि आनंदाने. केले त्याने आपले दोन्ही हात पुढे ती भेट घ्यायला आणि काय आश्चर्य, त्याच्या बोटांच्या पहिल्या स्पर्शाने ती सोन्याची प्लेट रूपांतरित झाली क्षुल्लक शिशामध्ये. लीड म्हणजे शिस, जो एक क्षुल्लक धातू आहे, त्यामध्ये ती प्लेट रूपांतरित झाली. तेथे उपस्थित प्रत्येक जण झाला अवाक व आश्चर्यचकित पाहून ती किमया. पण जेव्हा त्या व्यक्तीने धाडकन ती प्लेट आपटली जमिनीवर, पुन्हा रूपांतरित झाली ती चकाकत्या सोन्यामध्ये. नेक्स्ट लाईन्स. So for another 12 months sat he praised and judged. Thrice they awarded, twice did heaven refuse the gift. Meanwhile, a host of poor, maimed beggars in the street lay all about the temple gate, in hope to move that love whereby each claimant hoped to win the gift. And well for them it was, if gold be charity, for every pilgrim to the temple gate praised God, that love might thus approve itself before the test, and so coin reigned freely in the outstretched hands. But none of those who gave so much as turned to look into the poor sad eyes of them that begged. For another 12 months the priests sat together and judged the people who came to claim the golden plate. It was awarded thrice, but 3 of the times the heaven denied to present the gift to the people, as it was converted into cheap lead all the times. Meanwhile, many poor and crippled beggars in the street all about the temple gate, as they hoped mercy of the claimants will shower money on them. Because the only condition of the gaining the golden plate was one should love the best. So the street was full of beggars. Every pilgrim who visited the temple praised the god and often-heartedly spared money to the beggars to show their love or generosity, wishing to win the gift of the heaven. On the outstretched hands there was rain of coins. Everyone was sparing his wealth open-heartedly, but among them no one was able to look into the poor sad eyes of the beggar. वर्ष उलटून गेलं पूर्ण, तरी नाही मिळू शकली ती प्लेट कोणालाही. दुसऱ्या वर्षातही बसले सर्व पुजारी एकत्र आणि ऐकून घेतली सर्वांची सत्कार्य. त्यांची ऐकून सत्कार्य 3दा बहाल केली ती स्वर्गातील भेट, पण 3ही वेळा ती प्लेट रूपांतरित झाली क्षुल्लक शिशामध्ये. कारण स्पष्ट होतं की त्यांचं मानवजातीवरचं प्रेम नुसता होता देखावा, नव्हतं त्यात सत्य काही. दरम्यान खूप सारे गरीब रांगणारे भिकारी जमू लागले मंदिराभोवती. पूर्ण गल्ली ती भरून गेली भिकाऱ्यांनी, अपेक्षेपायी की येथे येणारे व आपला दावा सांगणारे आपण किती दयाळू आहोत हे दाखवण्यासाठी मोठी भीक देतील आपल्याला. आणि झालंही तसंच. येणारा प्रत्येक करायचा प्रशंसा देवाची व द्यायचा भरपूर भीक आपलं औदार्य सिद्ध करण्यासाठी. पण कोणीही नाही पाहू शकला त्यांच्या डोळ्यातील दुःख आणि त्यांच्या डोळ्यातील आसव. Next paragraph. And now the second year had almost passed, but still the plate of gold by whomsoever touched was turned to lead. At length there came a simple peasant, not aware of that strange contest for the gift of God, to pay a vow within the temple. As he passed along the line of the shriveled beggars, all his soul was moved within him to sweet pity, and the tears welled up and trembled in his eyes. The second year was also at the point of ending, but still the plate used to be turned into the lid whenever anyone touched it. At last, after a long time, one day, a simple peasant came to the temple to pay a vow. He was not aware of this strange contest for the gift of God. He did not know anything about the public statement also. When he passed along the line of the dried up and wrinkled beggars, his soul was moved to sweet pity for them. Looking at the sorrow of the beggars, his eyes filled with tears. दुसरं वर्षही होतं संपण्याच्या वाटेवर, परंतु अजूनही सोन्याची प्लेट रूपांतरित होतच होती शिशामध्ये, जेव्हा जेव्हा त्याला स्पर्श करायचे दावेदार. आणि शेवटी खूप वेळेनंतर एके दिवशी त्या मंदिराच्या आवारात आला एक साधा गरीब शेतकरी. होता तो पूर्ण अनभिज्ञ त्या विचित्र स्पर्धेबाबत, कारण आपला नवस फेडण्यासाठी आला होता तो तिथे. जाताना भिकाऱ्यांच्या रांगेजवळून हेलावलं त्याचं हृदय त्या भिकाऱ्यांबद्दलच्या दयेने. तराळले त्याच्या डोळ्यात अश्रू पाहून त्या भिकाऱ्यांचं दुःख, जे आतापर्यंत कोणाही श्रीमंत व्यक्तीला नव्हतं दिसलं. समोरच्या ओळी. नाऊ बाय द टेम्पल गेट देअर ले अ पुअर सॉर क्रिएचर ब्लाइंड अँड शेंट बाय ऑल. बट व्हेन द पीसंट केम and saw the sightless face and trembling maimed hands, he could not pass, but knelt and took both palms in his and softly said, "O thou, my brother, bear thy troubles bravely. God is good." Then he arose and walked straightway across the court and entered where they wrangled of their deeds of love before the priests. Now, near the temple gate, there was poor, sore blind beggar who was avoided and rejected by everyone. But when the peasant came to him, he saw his sightless face. The beggar's hands were trembling, as they were maimed. Looking at the heart-touching scene, the peasant could not pass by. He knelt and took the beggar's both hands in his and said softly, "My brother, bear your troubles bravely, because God is good." Then he rose and went straight across the court and entered the place where the people were arguing angrily with the priests about their deeds of love. आणि आता पोहोचला तो गरीब शेतकरी मंदिराच्या फाटकाजवळ आणि बघितला तिथे एक गरीब व दुःखी जीव, जो होता आंधळा आणि सर्वांनी नाकारलेला, दूर लोटलेला. त्या भिकाऱ्याचे लुळे व थरथरते हात आणि दृष्टीहीन चेहरा पाहून नाही जाऊ शकला तो गरीब शेतकरी तेथून पुढे. भिकाऱ्याचे थरथरणारे हात घेतले त्या शेतकऱ्याने आपल्या हातात व म्हणाला सौम्य शब्दात, "अरे माझ्या भावा, सहन कर तुझं दुःख धैर्याने, कारण देव खूप चांगला आहे, देव खूप दयाळू आहे." तेथून सरळ गेला तो मंदिराच्या आवारात, जेथे भांडत होते रागाने लोक पुजाऱ्यांसोबत त्यांच्या प्रेमाच्या सत्कार्याविषयी. The last paragraph of the story or the poem, while he listened sadly then, but turned away, but something moved the priest who held the plate of gold to beckon to the peasant. So he came, not understanding, and obeyed, and stretched his hand to took the sacred vessel. Lo, it shone with thrice its former luster, and amazed them all. "Son," cried the priest, Rejoice, the gift of the God is thine, thou lovest best. And all made answers, It is well, and one by one departed. But the peasant knelt and prayed, bowing his head above the golden plate, while o'er his soul, like morning, steamed the love of God. The peasant listened the call sadly for some moments and turned away. Something made priest, who held the plate of gold, to call him. The peasant came to the priest. He did not understand the reason that why he was called. He just stretched his hand and took the divine vessel. And what a surprise! It shone with 3 times its former luster or brightness. Everyone present there was surprised. The priest told the peasant to rejoice because the gift of the heaven was for him, as he loved the best. Everyone agreed and left one by one. But the peasant knelt down and prayed to God, bowing his head above the golden plate and o'er his soul, as if it was early morning, steamed the love of God. दुःखी होऊन क्षणभर ऐकलं त्यानं सर्व आणि वळला तेथून जाण्यासाठी. पण ज्या पुजाऱ्याने हातात धरलेली होती ती सोन्याची प्लेट भाग पाडलं त्याला कोणत्या तरी गोष्टीनं त्या गरीब शेतकऱ्याला हाक मारण्यासाठी. आणि पुजाऱ्याने हाक मारल्यानंतर गेला तो शेतकरी त्या पुजाऱ्याजवळ. माहीत नव्हतं त्याला कारण त्या पुजाऱ्याने बोलावण्याचं. पसरले त्याने आपले हात ते पवित्र भांड घेण्यासाठी. आणि काय आश्चर्य, ती सोन्याची प्लेट चमकू लागली पहिल्यापेक्षाही 3 पटीने अधिक. पडला तेथील प्रत्येक जण आश्चर्यात. पुजाऱ्याने सांगितलं त्या शेतकऱ्याला आनंदोत्सव साजरा करायला, कारण स्वर्गाची ती भेट होती त्या गरीब शेतकऱ्यासाठी जो सर्वात जास्त प्रेम करत होता या मानवजातीवर. आणि सर्वांनी सुद्धा केलं हे मान्य आणि एक एक करून सर्व निघाले तेथून. परंतु शेतकऱ्याने टेकवले आपले दोन्हीही गुडघे आणि केली प्रार्थना देवाची, झुकवून आपलं डोकं त्या सुवर्ण थाळीवर. आणि त्याच्या आत्म्यावर जणू काही ती रम्य पहाट अवतीर्ण झाली आणि वर्षाव झाला त्याच्यावर दैवी प्रेमाचा.